Welcome to class PM. Today we are going to discuss some important problems in the topic of probability. Already we discussed about the probability, how many types of probabilities we are having to get the result, like events, unlike or favorable events from the particular item when we thrown or used by trialing one coin, like that events we are fine. We discussed. Now we are going to solve some problems. These problems are very useful to you in the public examination. So we are going to discuss the problems here. Let us consider the first problem from the textbook. I am taking, if P of E is equal to 0.05, what is the probability of not E? So probability of an event we are defining with probability of E, and not an event of the probability we are defining with P of E dash or E bar we can derive. So here given in the question, probability of an event is 0.05 and we need to get probability of E bar, but we know everyone probability of E plus probability of E bar is equal to 1. So getting chances and getting not chances, sum should be equal to 1 for the particular event. So if we are substituting the values, then we can identify this is the one of the method for the small question and answers for 1 mark or 2 marks purpose we are having this type of problems. So here probability of is given 0.05 plus probability of E bar is equal to 1. So probability of E bar is equal to 1 minus 0.05. Then by subtracting the value we will have here 0.95 we are having. So this is the probability of not E we can define. In this manner we can find the values. And coming to the next problem here, what is the probability of selecting out a red king from a deck of cards? So here we need to get the probability of the king. That king should be red from the deck of cards. We know number of cards in a deck of cards is 52. We know everyone, and in that number of favorable red king or outcomes of the king is only 2 we are having. In the deck of cards out of 52 we are having only 2 red kings we are having. So therefore we are taking probability of red king or probability of E we are defining, that is number of outcomes by number of occurring outcomes. Whatever we are having the kings, red kings we are having, number of favorable outcomes. So here we are taking total. Instead of the number of favorable means total number of deck of cards we are taking. Here number of outcomes from the deck of cards we are having 2. Then by 52 over 2 by cancellation we will get the red king probability. 2 ones are 2 26 are. So this is the way we will get the probability of red king 1 by 26. In this manner we can find the particular cards or events whenever we are finding, if we know from the particular result. Let us discuss one more problem here. Find the probability of getting a sum of the numbers on them is 7 when 2 dice are rolled at a time. When he rolled 2 dice, what we will get the probability is 1 to 6 only. In the dice we are having 6 faces. We will consider each face as 1 to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that we are considering. In both the dice, 2 dice we are having. Whenever we are throwing, then we will get the 36 outcomes in the when we thrown 2 dice at a time. So in this procedure we will get the result. So here total dice are 2, total outcomes of 2 dice are thrown at a time is equal, we can take this one as 6 faces square means 36 will get outcomes, and number of outcomes such that their sum is 7. So how it's possible? So that is nothing but we will consider here when we are having the one dice face 1 and the next dice will be 6. Sum should be 7. And if we are taking 2, then we'll get the next die as 5, and 3 here we'll get the next dice 4, and 4 3 in the next dice, and 5 2, and 6 1. In this manner we'll get the sum of the faces of the dice in the 2 when we thrown. So total 1 2 3 4 5 6. So therefore number of outcomes are 6. Then we need to get sum. Therefore probability of getting 7 on both faces sum. We are taking probability of E is equal to, so total outcomes we are having 6. So total outcomes we are having 36. Then we are taking this one as 1 by 6. This is the probability we can identify for the sum of the faces of the two dice getting 7. So let us discuss one more problem here. We are having 5 red and 8 white balls are present in a bag. If a ball is taken randomly from the bag, then find the probability of it to be a white ball and next one not to be white ball. Here we are having two conditions to get the probability, and getting white balls from the box we are having bag. We are having in the bag we are having 8 red balls and white balls. 5 red balls, 8 white balls we are having in the bag. So we are taking randomly, so we will get any one of the ball, either red or white, but he is asking to get the chances randomly. We will get only the white balls. This is the first condition. We are not getting white ball means we will get a red ball. We will note down the two cases here. So here we are having the problem total balls are red and white should be 5 red balls and 8 white balls. Then total balls are 13 we are having, and the probability of the white balls, probability of white balls I am taking is equal probability of E is equal. So here total balls is 13. Out of that 13 balls we are having the 5 red balls and 8 white balls. Then we are getting the balls means we are having white, so 8 by 13. So this is the probability we are getting. So in the second case we are having here probability of not getting white ball. So we are taking this one as 5 by 13. Why? Because here red balls we will get. Here we are getting white balls means then the next case we are having the probability of red balls. In another method for this one we have method 2 to getting the not white balls. We are having condition probability of E plus probability of E dash or E bar is equal to 1. So already we know the probability of E means getting white balls. So here 8 by 13 plus probability of E bar is nothing but getting red balls is 1. Then we are having probability of E bar is equal to 1 minus 8 by 13. Then we are having 13 minus 8 by 13. Then it is 5 by 13. In the both the way we are having the same value here. Any method you can take to get the probability of the particular event or not event also. Here one more problem we are having. A die is thrown once. Find the probability of the getting a prime number and a number lying between 2 and 6 and an odd number. These are the three cases we need to find when we are throwing a die. So we are very clear, when we throw a die, then we are having 6 faces. In that 6 faces 1 to 6 we are taking. So here we are taking total outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is nothing but total outcomes 6 we are having. So number of outcomes favorable to prime numbers. So number of outcomes or prime numbers. So in these 6 phases we are having the prime numbers. It is nothing but 2, 3, 5. Here we are having 3 only prime numbers, and we need to get the probability of prime numbers. It is nothing but I am taking probability of E. It is nothing but how many we are having a probability in the total outcomes of 6 we are having 3. So 3 by 6, then 3 ones are 3 twos are 50% of choice we are having to get the prime numbers in the die when we thrown once. And coming to the second problem, number between 2 and 3 lying numbers between 2 to 6. We should not take the 2 and we should not take 6. In between we are having numbers are 3, 4, 5. These are the numbers we are having. Here we are taking this one as 3. So probability of lying numbers between 2 to 6. It is nothing but probability of E is equal to, we are having 3 by total numbers we are having here 6. Then we are considering here 1 by 2. We are having the 50% chance to get the probability of the prime numbers in a die when we thrown once. Then coming to the third one, we are having an odd number. Number of odd numbers in die, or we are considering 1, 3, 5. These 3 numbers are the odd numbers. Then here we are having 3. So therefore probability of odd is nothing but we are taking probability of E event we are taking here. So numbers we are having 3 and total outcomes of the die 6. Then here also we are having 50%. By cancelling these 3 ones are 3 twos are 3 ones are 3 twos are, we are getting here in both the cases 1 by 2, means to get the chance of the probability of in each event when we are throwing a dice is 50%. In this manner we can find the probability problems by understanding the concept. Then we will get the good marks in the chapter from your board paper.